Hello everyone, welcome back to AI Masterclasses presented by Nehemiah STEM Research. My name is Muhwezi Donald Hastings, and in today's demo, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Google Forms OpenAI severity analysis, auto-post prioritized alerts to your team's Telegram channel, and the real-world use cases for SAS or SaaS and DevOps teams. The tools we're using are make.com, as we've all been using in these AI automation classes. OpenAI or ChatGPT for the AI analysis. Google Forms for our employees' submissions, and then Telegram. This demo can help people who are like DevOps engineers, SaaS founders, IT managers, and no-code enthusiasts. So please subscribe to our channel for weekly automation classes, and there's a link in the description for you to sign up for AI masterclasses. So our sample use case for today is a company called Craft Labs. It's a DevOps or software company. It's going to have a Telegram channel called Craft Alerts. It's for their internal team. And I think we can get started. So for the first thing that I want to show you today, I'm going to show you how to create the bot, and then create the channel, and then add the bot to the channel where it will be sending the reports to the internal team. So if you open Telegram and to create your bot, you have to look for bot further in your search bar up here, and make sure it's the one with the blue check mark. So when you click that, it will open this chat. The first time, if you're opening it for the first time, this chat box or message box won't be accessible. It will just be a button that's written on the word start, and when you click start, this menu or instruction manual will show up, and these are like the commands on how to either edit your bot, get the settings, and then create a new bot or find the bots you've created. So these commands here, / and then the command. So to create a new bot, we've been given this command / new bot, and this creates a new bot. I can type that here, or I can just click this. So, and it says, alright, a new bot. How are we going to call it? Please choose a name for your bot. I'll call it Craft Labs. Now we need to set up a username for the bot, and we have to follow this format. It has to end with bot, and these are the examples. You use the mixture of uppercase and lowercase letters without a space and then bot, or just lowercase with an underscore. So choose the former. Right, so our bot has been created and we can find it on this link that has been shared in this message, and our access token. So like when we're setting up the bot in our scenario, this is how we'll be calling it, this is how we'll access it with this token. So if I click here, yeah, it will take me directly to where the bot is. So this is where it is. So like I said, when you open bot further for the first time, this is the start prompt that you will see, or call to action. So that's how you like initiate the bot, how we initiate this bot and how you initiate bot further for first time users. Right, so we have the bot, we have the token. Now let's create our channel. Report. Let me just check. Okay, I'll call it alerts. Save. So there's only one current subscriber, and that's me, the creator. So now to add the bot to, well, we have to add the bot to this channel, and we have to add it as an administrator so that it will be able to send messages or feeds or alerts to this channel. So I click here and click administrator. So I can just search for the bot. So it's saying no users found. I believe that's because we haven't started the bot yet. So if I go back to this link and click it, and I click start, now it's available here. You can see it has popped up. So I'll go back to the channel, administrator, and then search for it again. Alright, I still can't find it. So if I click this, right, so I searched for it and now it's here. So we have our channel and we have the bot added to the channel as well. So we can go to make.com now. So you go to your browser and search for make.com. You can sign up for free account. When you move to the left of the screen, there's a navigation menu that pops up. You can click here, scenarios, and then go to the top right and click create a new scenario. So this is where automation workspace is. and it's asking us to add our first module. The first module we have to set up is a trigger, the one that sets the entire workflow in motion. So what will our trigger be for this sample use case? So since our sample use case is employees submitting reports about some bugs they're facing with their digital product, should I say, or tools that this company has created for them. And I said in the beginning we're using Google Forms for submission. And so now let's go to Google Forms and create that form. Now, in setting up the form, I'm going to ask the employees for their name, the title of the issue they're facing, the description, and then urgency level. So whether it's low, medium, high, or critical. So when I'm editing this field, I'm going to set it to a short answer, and I'll say it's the employee name. It's required. Add a new field. Title. Short answer. Required. Description. This could be a paragraph. You could set it to paragraph. It's required as well. And then urgency. This will set it to a drop down, and then we'll add the options. So give them low, medium, high, and critical. And we'll require that as well. So we've set up our form. Now all we need to do is link it to Google Sheets so we can save the responses somewhere, and we'll be saving them on Google Sheets. So if you move to this tab of responses, you can see the link to Sheets button here. So whenever the employees submit their issue, it will be saved to Sheets, and that's how then we'll be setting up our trigger here. We'll be using a Google Sheets trigger so that every time the Google Sheets is updated and while the scenario is running, it will watch for a new update in the sheet and then set the workflow in motion. So we click to link to Sheets, create a new spreadsheet. Google Sheets created here. You can see the fields, employee name, the title, the description of the bug or issue, and then the urgency level. This is generated automatically, so you can record the time the submission is made. And then now we can publish this. So we've published the form. So if we go to copy responder link, this is the link that the company will be sharing with its employees for submission. This is where the employees submit the reports in. It's right here. Right, so let's get started on our automation. So like I said, the first module you have to set up is a trigger, what sets off the workflow. And we have to look for Google Sheets and search for watch new rows. So as you can see in the description, it says it triggers when a new row is added. So I'll click that, wait for it to load. And then I have to set up a connection. So I have to connect it to this exact sheet where it will be watching for new row updates. Click add. I come to sign in with Google. Choose the account. So once the connection is set, we then have to select a method. The default is search by path, and that's the best option. The default, it searches the drive of the account, but in case the sheet the sheet was just shared with you, then you could click shared with me. That means it's on someone else's drive, but it's linked to your drive because it was shared with you. But this is saved on drive, and then we have to choose the exact file. So if you click that, it will load all the sheets on the drive. You can see it's right here, Codecraft Labs, just to make sure it's the one. And yes, it's this. Let me choose that. Sheet name, form responses. To confirm, yes, it's form responses 1. Does the table contain header? Yes, it does. The range, I could choose to just count up to here, which is E, instead of going all the way up to that side. So I just wanted to search up to this point. Maximum number of results to be worked with during one execution cycle. So let's say if since it's set to 2, let's say 5 people submit at the same time, and the scenario is running, that means it will only execute 2 at a go. So it will first execute 2, then run again, execute those 2, and then execute the remaining 1. When I save, here I can just choose all, click save. So we have our trigger set and ready, but the scenario is still incomplete. So now, what module are we adding next? The next module we're adding is the AI module, because we want it to analyze whatever is passed from the form, and the trigger will watch whatever has been passed and submitted from the form and saved in the sheet. So we want it to analyze the reports, the issues that the employees or customers, it should be customer, not employees. So let me just edit this. Saved. Yeah, it's saved as well. Yeah, so the information the customer submits, we want the AI to analyze it and give us, if I just read it from here, this predict the severity based on keywords like crash, data loss, security. So if it's secure, if it's very severe, we'll be giving it a scale of 1 to 5, right? Okay. So go to this plus right here. That's how you add another module. OpenAI, create a completion, select, make a connection, add your API key. You can find that on that link right here to redirect you to where to get your API key from. You log in.
I think this endpoint will not achieve what we want to do with the swaps.
So once you log in, basically when you click this, it should redirect you to this exact page from openai.com, and you can see the create new secret key here. Secret key is the same as API key, so don't worry about the wording. You click this, you add a name, choose a project. When you click this, it will generate for you that you can just copy and then paste right here. So I'm going to use the one that's already saved here for security purposes. I'll save that. I'll choose the model. We have all these models right here. I'll choose this GPT 4.1, and then I will map the information from here, telling it what to do with that information with a prompt. this message field, I click add message. In the role, I usually set it to user. And the content. So this is the prompt that I had created earlier. Right? Just this. So I can just copy this. Now, this title here in black is actually this. This is what we're mapping from what we get from the trigger. So the title, which is from this form right here, the customers title the problem, right? This field. So when they enter that title, it will come here. And then the description of the bug issue is this. So I just click that and then I've mapped. And then we're telling it to predict severity on a scale of 1 to 5 based on keywords like crash, data loss, security. Suggest priority, critical if it affects more than 50% of users or usage. So we're assuming that the customers submitting these issues are tech savvy, and they are going to be very detailed in their submissions. So that's all I need to train this AI agent or module with just this prompt, as simple as this. So it knows what to do now. And then the completion tokens are basically it's like the money you're using because you're generating completion in OpenAI. Let me see if I can find billing. So yeah, you have to add credit to this right here. So every time you generate a completion, the number of tokens you use means the amount of money you're using. So every time you generate completions, this amount will keep reducing. As you can see, it's a pay as you go. So you can see your credit balance will be consumed as you use the API. You can visit the usage page to view a breakdown of your consumption. So I was saying it's a pay as you go. So you just add an amount of money by clicking this add credit to balance. There's a minimum of $10, is it? Or 5? Yeah, so you start from 5. Yeah. So every time you use money, this will just keep reducing. It's not based on a monthly subscription. Yeah. So I'm going to give it a low because 2000 is quite a lot. I'll give it 200 because we're not asking it to do much. Then I save that. So we've set up a trigger, the AI module. And then now let's pass whatever completion this agent generates back to the channel where our bot is. So it's the bot that will be passing the information that's been generated from here into this channel. Search for Telegram bot, send text message. So we have to add the connection. So if you remember the token I was talking about that was generated, this right here, that's what we're going to add. If I click on it, it copies to the clipboard, and then I can paste it there, save. So now the chat ID, we're going to use the channel's username. So where's the channel again? Alright, it's here. And then the message will map what's passed from here or generated from here to send here, but we can customize the message as well. say new bug report. So the title, I'll use the same as this, and then the summary, what the AI module generates. I expand choices, message, and then select content. So let's first test this and see if it's working as intended. I'll save, go to the form, put in some sample entries. Urgency level, critical. And then I'll submit. The response has been. So let's first test with the one. If we check the sheet, it has been submitted. Now let's run our scenario and see. So this succeeded, but this failed. And if you check the log, it says chat not found. So we have an issue with the chat ID. This right here. Meaning this username is incorrect rather. How do I find the username? I'll just quickly search this up. So I could just use this. I paste that there. See, let's run this again. Right, so it has center feed. So all this is from so if I'm to check my other data, okay, so maybe I can edit the prompt, tell it not to include this because it seems to be under thinking that I need it to tell me if these keywords are present. To give us a more neat feedback, right? So if I open the module again, and sometimes you have to be very detailed with your prompt if you want it to give you the best results. Let's save this. I'll just tell it to. Yeah, let's test it like that and see. So we could, since we know it's now fully working, we could test and so in like 3 submissions. So I've done a variety of agency levels from medium, high, and then low. And you can see the overhead here. But our scenario isn't running. It's still set to run once. Let's see if it will process all 3. So right here it's showing it's still loading, but if we check the Telegram channel, we can find it has sent the one from Dennis and the one from Akaki David. Is it? Yes. How do we improve this? We could include the alert. We could have the alert include the person's name, the person who has submitted this issue. So, like for follow up, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I have to wait for this to load so I can modify this. Or I could just stop it. So you can see it only processed 2 at a go. Like while we were setting this up, we told it to only process 2 rows at a go. That's why the third one didn't come through. This is a low security. This is a low severity issue impacting visibility for users in dark mode. It does not block functionality, pose security risks, or cause data loss. Let's refresh. Oh, it's taking longer than usual. Yeah, so I had to run the scenario again so you would process the third person's input. So like I was saying, we could improve this so that it actually adds the person's name or customer's name. And I'll map it from the, yeah, save. So yeah, now the name is actually included. You can see from the feed that our bot is sending back. Yeah, main interest. So yeah, I guess that's where we could end today's masterclass. So to summarize, the trigger watches for any new submissions. The submissions come from the Google form. The Google form submits them here in this Google Sheet. The trigger watches for any new rows that are submitted here, passes that information into our AI module, which we've told to analyze, give a severity level, and suggests how to, like if we check here, gives a summary and then, priority if it's critical, gives us a recommendation, like you can see here, immediate action required, and then that whatever is generated here is passed on to our Telegram bot. Again, we had to set up from the chat ID, we just copied the username from the channel and paste it there. So that's how it's connected to this channel. We'll be back next Friday. We'll be tackling other automations that are AI powered. Thank you once again for joining us. Nehemiah STEM Research has classes every Friday, 3:45 p.m. or 4 p.m. like today. YouTube Live. Please subscribe to the channel and thank you. Have a blessed evening.